Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you information regarding the SNAP emergency allotments. We have both the payout dates for October and November, and remember that we have 33 states approved so far. Moving on to the $391 for the summer P-EBT benefits, we actually have 3 states that are sending out these benefits, and that includes the state of Florida, Mississippi, and Illinois. And then also we have news today for California. Now, as you may have known, California already started sending out their payment regarding the middle class relief checks, right? So that's what they're calling it. Now, recently, California announced the payout dates for the mailing cards. For those of you guys that will be getting that payment in the mail instead, and I think they're sending it a debit card, right? And then also we'll be including information regarding the SNAP emergency allotments that are actually set to continue until the month of February of next year. So here we're talking about 2023. So make sure you guys stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, P-EBT, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. Alright guys, so let's start off with the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of October. So first we're going to start off with the states that are issuing their payments in the month of November. So starting off with Alabama, remember guys that they usually issue out their payment on October 31st, but a lot of people are not able to see that payment until the 1st of November. So that's why I've added that payout date in there. Next we have California, November 19th or November 26th. We also have Hawaii, November 14th, Kansas, November 21st through November 30th. Massachusetts, November 2nd. We also expect the following 2 states to be approved, which includes Minnesota and Nevada, because remember guys, the states would give you like some kind of announcement before they end your benefits, right? So these are 2 states that we do expect to be approved as well for the month of October, but once again, we're just waiting for them to release their payout date information. And of course, I'll be including that as soon as that information becomes available. Next, we have Vermont, November 14th. And other states that have also been approved for the SNAP emergency allotments for October includes Colorado depositing payment anytime between October 6th through October 12th. We also have Connecticut, October 15th through the 16th. Delaware, October 26th. DC's on a regular issuance schedule. We have Illinois on this list, October 21st through the 29th. Louisiana, October 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, or the 29th. We also have Maine, October 7th. Maryland, October 1st through the 31st. Michigan, October 15th through the 24th. New Jersey, October 1st through the 5th. New Hampshire, October 4th or October 21st. New Mexico, October 1st all the way through the end of the month, meaning the 31st. We also have New York for those in New York City, October 14th through the 28th. And then, of course, for the rest of the state, October 10th through the 20th. North Carolina, October 22nd through the 31st. Ohio, October 27th through the 28th. Oklahoma, October 10th through the 15th. Oregon will be depositing payments, same as always, you guys, in 3 rounds. So round 1, October 10th, round 2, October 28th, and round 3 on the 1st of November. We also have Pennsylvania, October 18th through the 29th, Rhode Island, October 3rd, South Carolina, October 1st through the 19th. Moving on to Texas, we have payout dates information for October 3rd all the way through the 11th. Utah, October 29th. Virginia, October 16th. Washington, October 1st through the 20th. West Virginia, October 4th. And Wisconsin, October 15th. And I'm also including here the list of the states that are unfortunately no longer providing the SNAP emergency allotments. And so here I leave you guys with the list, and I've also included the last benefit month. And remember guys that we have 3 states specifically that are sending P-EBT benefits this week, and I'm just letting you know again in case you missed this information in one of my previous videos. So starting off with Florida. Now, regarding the summer 2022 P-EBT benefit issuance, this issuance is expected to begin in the month of October and will run through the month of November, so you can receive your benefits anytime between those 2 months. Now, some families are starting to receive some pending deposits of $391 per eligible eligible child to be available starting on October 13th. The deposits are visible only on the provider's app and EBT Edge. The deposits are not showing on My Access, right? So majority of these pending deposits are showing only for kids in school, meaning kindergarten through 12th grade, or here we're talking about the school age kids, while children under the age of 6 may appear at a later date. Next, we have information regarding Mississippi. Now, the Mississippi Department of Education and Human Services have begun releasing P-EBT benefits to over 92,000 children who were under the age of 6 and received SNAP benefits during the 2021 through 2022 school year or summer of 2022. Now, it says that the cards will be mailed between October 13th through the 22nd. Children who were under the age of 6 and were members of an active SNAP case between August 2021 and July of this year in the state of Mississippi will receive a one-time P-EBT benefit based on the number of months they received SNAP benefits. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. And also regarding distribution of P-EBT benefits to approximately 290,000 pre-K through 12 students who were eligible for the National School Lunch Program during the 2021 through 2022 school year will begin later in the month of October. And here we have the state of Illinois. Now, regarding the summer school P-EBT benefits for students enrolled in public school, now these benefits will be issued between October 11th and the 21st, right, of this year. So later issuance dates, which are to be determined, will follow for any potentially unidentified children who are eligible for these benefits. Now, while IDHS did issue benefits to the same account students had from last year, many students will have inactive cards due to the time lapse from the last issuance, so you do not have to order a new card. IDHS will review, and if your card is not active, then IDHS will send you a new card automatically. Now, in cases where you have lost your card, you no longer have your card, or you need to report a lost or stolen card, or you need to request a replacement card, then you can visit Manage My Illinois Link Card or contact the Link hotline, and here is the number: 1-800-678-5465. And moving on to information regarding the California middle class tax refund. So remember, guys, that was already approved. Seems like the state is already sending those direct deposits, right? But here we have information regarding the mailing dates for the debit cards, right? And remember, these debit cards could be filled with anywhere between $350 to $1,050. Well, millions of Californians have started receiving their middle class tax refund by direct deposit. Many more are still waiting for the check to arrive. Now, the inflation relief payments, as lawmakers have called them, range in size from $200 to $1,050. Now, the roughly 23 million taxpayers who qualify will get the payment by direct deposit or by debit card, depending on how they filed their taxes in the year 2020. Now, the first batch of payments will have already started to be issued are for people who received a Golden State stimulus payment last year, whether it was the Golden State Stimulus 1, the second one, or even both via direct deposit. Right now, those payments started on October 7th and will go through October 25th. And so on Monday, the state's Franchise Tax Board released more information on when recipients can expect to receive the debit card via mail. So if you were a Golden State Stimulus 1 or Golden State Stimulus 2 check recipient, this is when your debit card with the middle class tax refund will be mailed. This is according to the Franchise Tax Board. So here we have the actual debit card mailing time frame, you guys. So it says if you were a Golden State Stimulus 1 or Golden State Stimulus 2 check recipient, right, it's going to go based off your last name. So if your last name begins within the letter A through E, then your debit card mailing time frame could be any time between October 24th all the way through November 5th, and it's going to go by last name, right? So you look for the letter, the first letter of your last name. If it's F through M, then it's anywhere between November 6th through November 19th. If you start your last name with the N through the letter V, right, it's going to be any time between November 20th through the 3rd of December. And then if your last name starts with the letter W through Z, then it's going to be any time between December 4th through December 10th. But once again, guys, keep in mind that these are the dates when the Franchise Tax Board will be mailing out your cards, right? That doesn't mean that's exactly, or those dates are going to be the dates that you're going to be receiving your card in the mail. That's just when they're going to be sending those. So I would suggest for you to even give them an additional 2 weeks for those cards to arrive. And last but not least, we have information regarding the SNAP emergency allotments. Now, as you may have heard, these emergency allotments are set to continue through February of next year, you guys. But of course, it's only for the states that continue to apply for these benefits, right? So states with an approved emergency allotment will continue to get an extra monthly emergency payment through February of 2023. Now, on October 14th of 2022, the Biden administration extended the federal emergency declaration due to the pandemic for an additional 90 days. Therefore, the SNAP emergency allotment payments will continue through February of next year due to an automatic extra month provided by the program rules. Now, the extra payment will bring households that are only eligible for a partial benefit up to the maximum benefit amount for their household size. So, which means if it's just yourself, right, one person, it'll be $281, $516 for two people. Now, households that are already eligible for the maximum benefit amount will receive an extra $95 per month. So as you can see, it really varies on a case-by-case basis. Now, households, that are close to the maximum, less than $95 away, will be guaranteed emergency allotments of $95 per household. And remember, guys, that the SNAP emergency allotments pretty much came because of the national public health emergency, right? So when you're asking yourself, Linda, why does the public health emergency, why is it important for the SNAP emergency allotments? Well, here's pretty much why. So the USDA may approve states to provide these benefits as long as the federal government has declared a public health emergency and the state has issued an emergency or disaster declaration. So at this moment, 16 states have already ended their COVID-related emergency declarations and therefore have ceased issuing emergency allotments. So yes, 16 states are no longer issuing these benefits, right? So when the national public health emergency ends, all states still providing the emergency allotments will have 1 month beyond the national public health emergency's expiration to transition their participants off from the emergency allotments, regardless of whether the state declaration is in effect. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.